Good morning, dear cadets. So today I am going to teach you the last topic of this unit, that is coordination chemistry. So the last topic is application of coordination compounds. So what are the application, what are the importance of coordination compound? We'll complete this one and at the end we'll give you some questions also, okay, as I have promised in the previous video. So we'll give you those questions also. So as far as application or importance of coordination compound is concerned, the first application is estimation of hard water. So the last year only I taught you the hardness of water is because of the presence of calcium and magnesium salt. Calcium chloride, magnesium chloride, calcium sulfate, magnesium sulfate. You know all those things. Now just see how coordination compound is useful in the removal of hardness of water. Try to understand. EDTA I have already told you, ethylene diamine tetraacetato, EDTA. Now their structure and everything, it is one type of hexadentate ligand, everything I taught this one. So when hardness of water is there, just you add some EDTA solution to the hard water. Then what would be there? This EDTA will make coordination compound with the calcium and magnesium. So EDTA will act as a ligand, while calcium and magnesium they will act as a central metal atom or ion. And now they will be precipitated. So all the calcium and magnesium will be precipitated out, okay, when EDTA form coordination compound with calcium and magnesium. In this way the hardness of water will be removed, okay. So actually here also the importance of coordination compound is there. Why? Because EDTA form coordination compound with calcium and magnesium. So that is also the importance of coordination compound. So this is the first application. What is the second application? In medicine field, coordination compound is playing very important role. Just see, you might have heard about this word, cisplatin. Cisplatin is anti-cancer drug. What is this one? This is anti-cancer drug. A person who is suffering from cancer, they are given this, these medicines. Actually, cisplatin is one type of platinum coordination compound. Just see, this is the formula, PtCl2NH3 whole twice, 2 positive. This is cisplatin. You can name it also. What is this one? Diamine dichloroplatinum second ion, okay. Structure of cisplatin is this one. So it is coordination compound is used in the therapy of cancer also. Name you can write, cisplatin. This is also coordination compound only. Next one is in treatment of lead poisoning. So already I have told you the treatment of lead poisoning. What is there? Nowadays what is there? Either zinc pipes are used or iron pipes are used. In olden days what was there? Lead pipes were used. So what is there? When impure water is supplied through those pipes, so slowly and slowly lead gets dissolved in those waters. And when that water reaches to our home, so same water we are drinking, and slowly there is a accumulation of lead in our stomach. So when beyond the permissible limit, if lead is deposited in our body, so just like a food poisoning, lead poisoning is there, and person may die also. So what is their treatment? Through injection they will give you EDTA, okay. EDTA will form coordination compound with lead, and through excretion it will be excreted out, okay. So here also what is there? Coordination compound is only playing the important role because EDTA form coordination compound with lead, okay. So this is the two application of coordination compound. Remaining application one by one I will explain. Another application is coordination compound is playing very important role in catalysis. It means catalyst are substances which increase the rate of reaction. So coordination compound act as a catalyst. Will tell you there are so many compounds will act as a catalyst. Next one is as a catalyst, application of coordination compound. Third application is as a catalyst. So just see, there are so many coordination compound which are used as a catalyst, basically in homogeneous catalysis. Just see, this is tetracarbonyl nickel. It is used in Mond process in purification of nickel. Next one is C2H5 whole thrice Al plus TiCl3. This is known as Ziegler-Natta catalyst, and this is used in the polymerization of ethene. In polymer chapter it is there. Now that has been removed from the syllabus, but it is there, Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Ziegler-Natta catalyst is triethyl aluminium plus titanium chloride. This is used in polymerization of ethene. Next one is Wilkinson catalyst. What is the Wilkinson catalyst? This is monochloro triphenyl phosphine ruhidium first. This is Wilkinson catalyst. It is used in hydrogenation of alkene. Now next application of coordination compound is in photography. Just see, nowadays what is there? There is a lot of advancement in the technology. Earlier what was there? People were taking the photographs and the negative they are dissolving in one solution, that is known as hypo solution. So what is the name? What is the chemical name of hypo solution? Sodium thiosulfate. Na2S2O3.5H2O. This is known as hypo. This solution is used for developing the negative. Okay, nowadays what is happening? A lot of advancement in technology is there, that is why these solutions are not used, but still what is there? Just see how it was working, that is the question. Just see, in photography silver bromide was used. Silver bromide was reacting with hypo solution and forming this coordination compound, and that coordination compound is only helpful in developing the negative. Okay, earlier, nowadays it is not used, but we are in the application of coordination compound, then we have to write this application also. Now there are some other application of coordination compound, especially in the metallurgy, in biological system, and the most important application of coordination compound is in qualitative analysis, in practical salt analysis. So that I will deal first, just a small application you study. Okay, so next one I will teach in metallurgy. Metallurgy is also removed from your syllabus, but as a application we have to study. Okay, so next application is in metallurgy. So just see, in metallurgy what is there? Basically 4 processes are there. How many processes? 4 processes. What is the first one? First one is the beneficiation of ore or enrichment of ore. Next one is, what is the next one step? Conversion of ore into oxide form. Then what is there? Reduction of oxide form. Then what is there? Refining. 4 processes are there. Okay, so in metallurgy how the coordination compound is playing the role, that is the question. So actually the coordination compound is playing very important role in the extraction of silver and gold from their compound. So basically the silver is found in this form: argentite, horn silver, AgCl, that is the horn silver. Argentite, Ag2S, this is the ore of silver, Ag2S. This should be treated with NaCN, sodium cyanide. So when it is treated with Ag2S, it will form coordination compound. What is the name of this one? Sodium dicyanoargentate first. Okay, this is the coordination compound. Now sodium dicyanoargentate should be treated with zinc. Should be treated with zinc. Okay. So when it is treated with zinc, then what would be there? Zinc will replace the silver from here. Okay. Because zinc is more reactive than silver. So here in this compound, silver is present as a central metal ion. Now zinc is more reactive than silver, so zinc will replace silver from here. So it will form sodium tetracyanozincate. Okay, and silver is replaced here, substituted here. So this silver is obtained. Now this silver will be subjected for purification or refining. So we have got silver or not? Earlier when we started our journey, silver was present with sulfur argentite Ag2S. Now silver is free here. Now because of coordination compound only, if zinc would not have made coordination compound with cyanide, had it been removed? No. So that is why coordination compound is very much playing role in removal of noble metal, especially silver and gold. Okay, same way process can be used for gold also. Here you have taken Ag2S, you can take here the ore of gold. Okay. Now next application of coordination compound is in biological system. Biological system, you might have heard about vitamin B12. In vitamin B12, cobalt is present as a vitamin B12 is the coordination compound of cobalt. Hemoglobin is the coordination compound of ferrous Fe2 positive. Chlorophyll is the coordination compound of magnesium 2 positive. Not only this one, zinc is present in our eye. Try to understand, zinc is very important metal. It is not only important for the growth of crops, it is important for our eye also. If zinc percentage is reduced, then what is there? Our eye will not function smoothly. Of course their percentage is very trace quantity, but zinc must be there in the eye. Okay, so zinc is also present in our eye with coordination compound only. Okay. Now the next application is in qualitative analysis. That is the big analysis, and group wise I will explain. Just see. First listen carefully. In qualitative analysis, what is there? Ions are divided into groups. In zero group, ammonium ion is there. Okay. In the first group, what is there? Hg positive is there. Then what is there? Ag positive is there, Pv2 positive is there. These are the first group member. And what is the group reagent of first group? Dilute HCl. You should remember, because in qualitative analysis, whenever you are going to the lab, what is there? One lab manual you are getting, and with the help of that lab manual you are performing the or you can say you are detecting the cation and anion. But actually what is there? You should remember the test. So just see, in the zero group only one ion is present, that is ammonium ion, NH4 positive ion. What is the group reagent of zero group? NaOH, sodium hydroxide. In first group, what is there? First group, Ag single positive is there, Pv2 positive is there, Hg single positive is there, and group reagent is dilute HCl. Now in second group, Fe2 positive is there, Fe2 positive. Fe3 positive is included in third group. Fe2 positive is included in the second group. Not only this one, cadmium is also included. Cadmium is also included in the group number second. Cadmium is there, Cu2 positive is there. They are the member of second group. One by one I will write, but here only I am telling you that what are the group reagents. So what is the group reagent of second group? Second group reagent is HCl only, but in presence of H2S. Better to say H2S is group reagent in presence of HCl. Okay. Now in third group, Fe3 positive is there, then chromium is there, and aluminium is there. chromium is there and aluminium is there. What is the group reagent? Group reagent is ammonium hydroxide in presence of NH4Cl. In fourth group, what is there? Zn2 positive is there, Mn2 positive is there, and nickel 2 positive is there. What is the group reagent? Group reagent is H2S but in presence of NH4OH. So just see, in the first group reagent is dilute HCl. In second group reagent is H2S but in presence of dilute HCl. Now in fourth group, again group reagent is H2S only but in presence of NH4OH. So H2S is a group reagent here in presence of basic medium. There H2S is group reagent in presence of acid that is HCl. So try to understand here. Up to fourth group I told. In fifth group, what is the group reagent and what are the member? Fifth group members are calcium 2 positive, barium 2 positive, strontium 2 positive. And what are the group reagent? Group reagent is ammonium carbonate in presence of NH4OH. Okay. So this is the fifth group. In sixth group, what are there? In sixth group, sodium single positive, potassium single positive. And what are the group reagent? Group reagent is disodium hydrogen phosphate. Disodium Na2HPO4, that is the group reagent. In this way, all the ions I have segregated, I have classified. The member's name I told you, group reagent I told you, and now group reagent also I told you. Okay. So now one by one I will tell. This is the story of qualitative analysis, means classification of ions according to groups. But how the coordination compound is playing important role in the detection of those ions, that is the matter of discussion here. Okay. So just see, one by one I will tell you how coordination compound is playing important role in detection of those cation and anion, basically cation. And now try to understand, whenever you are going to the laboratory, you are doing 3 types of test. What is the first one? That first one is the preliminary test. Okay. Then what you are doing? Individual test. Third, what you are doing? Confirmatory test. So in preliminary test, what is there? All the members which are included in the group, either one can be. Okay. Either one can be. When you are suspecting that this member can be, then you are performing individual test. Okay. Individual test you have performed. Then what next you will do? To confirm whether this is only or not, then confirmatory test you are doing. So confirmatory test is the one of the most important test. And in confirmatory test only, coordination compound is playing important role. Okay. You are doing this one, but you are not knowing how the coordination compound is forming there. What is the chemistry of that particular cation? So that chemistry will tell you here. Okay, so just see, Ag single positive, Hg single positive, Pv2 positive, they are the first group members. Their group reagent is dilute HCl. Now just see, this means salt containing Ag positive, Hg positive or Pv2 positive. When they react with dilute HCl, so they form AgCl, HgCl, PvCl2. Okay. Because the function of group reagent is to react with the cation containing salt. Okay. So you will not get in this form Ag positive. Definitely you will get in the form of salt of Ag single positive, salt of Hg positive, Pv2 positive. You have performed the experiment and you know you are getting Pv2 positive when you are taking lead nitrate or some other salt of lead. Okay. You know this one. Okay. So now you have got this one, AgCl, HgCl, PvCl2, white PPT. What is this one? All three will have white PPT, white PPT. Now try to understand. See, this white PPT is of AgCl, HgCl or PvCl2. When all three, means that PPT when treated with ammonia solution, NH3 solution, So only Ag will form this complex. AgNH3 whole twice Cl soluble complex. HgCl and PbCl2, they will not form coordination compound with NH3, hence they are insoluble. So only Ag, if Ag is present in the salt, you don't know which salt you have got. Now you have got that they may be the group number first salt. So in the group number first salt, Ag may be there, Hg may be there, or Pb2 positive may be there. Then what should be there? What should be there? You are analyzing the group here. So now if group first members are there, so they should be treated with HCl, then you will get the white PPT. If white PPT is treated with ammonia solution and form complex, if it is soluble, it means Ag positive is there. If it is insoluble, it means Hg may be there or Pb may be there. Then you will go for the individual test of Hg and Pb. So now in this way, coordination compound is playing the important role here. So this is the analysis of first group. What about second group? Second group members are Cd2 positive, Ce2 positive, Fe2 positive. Their group reagent is H2S in presence of dilute HCl. Now just see. Cd2 positive, salt containing Cd2 positive, Cu2 positive, Fe2 positive. They should be treated with H2S in presence of dilute HCl. Okay. Then what is there? You will get the CDS black PPT, CUS, FES. Actually you are getting this one Cu2S, which automatically getting converted into CUS. Okay. And FES. When these compounds CDS, CUS and FES, they are treated with NaCN. So cadmium will form this compound CdCN whole 4 2 negative, CuCN whole 4 3 negative. Now try to understand CdCN4 2 negative. When I was teaching you the stability concept, means constant or dissociation constant, at that time only told you that this is more stable. CdCN cyanide is a strong field ligand, splitting is more, so it is more stable, hence it is less soluble. This is less stable, hence it is more soluble. Okay. Now just see, when it is more soluble, when it is treated with H2S, so no reaction due to more stability of this one. Okay. Due to more stability of this compound CuCN. Or you can say no reaction due to more solubility. More solubility. Here you write more solubility. Okay. And here what is there? H2S. It will react. It will react and it will form CDS black PPT. So just try to understand. Coordination compound is only playing the role. This is less soluble, this is more soluble. It is more soluble, that is why it will not react with H2S. And this is less soluble, that is why it will react with H2S and form CDS. Now, if it is forming black PPT, it means cadmium will be there and you will go for the confirmatory test of cadmium. Okay. And if it is not reacting H2S, it means this may be the copper and you will go for the confirmatory test of copper. Okay. Now group number third, fourth. Please make one correction here. Here you have written less soluble. Please write here less stable. Less stable. Less stable. Here write more stable. More stable. Okay. So here no reaction due to more stability only. More stability. More stability. More stability of this one. Now it is correct. So this is less stable, that is why it will react with H2S. This is more stable, that is why it will not react with H2S. Now it is correct. Okay. So which is less stable, that is more reactive. Which is more stable, that is less reactive. Okay. I hope that you have got. Just one word change will be there. Okay. Rest everything is okay. Now it is not a matter of solubility, it is the matter of stability. CdCN4 2 negative is reacting with H2S because it is less stable. CuCN4 3 negative, it is not reacting with H2S because it is more stable. Now group number third analysis. So now in the analysis of group number third. So in the group number third, how many members are there? These are the members. There are many members, but I have written here prominent members. Fe3 positive, Cr3 positive, Al3 positive. Group reagent NH4OH in presence of NH4Cl. Okay. Now just see. Confirmatory test of this one. All three have got different confirmatory test. I am writing here iron Fe3 positive confirmatory test because here coordination compound is formed. Just see, FeCl3 is treated with potassium ferrocyanide. You are also doing the iron Fe3 positive detection in the laboratory. So potassium ferrocyanide you are using. So you are getting Prussian blue color. Why Prussian blue color you are getting? Because this iron this Fe will replace these 4 potassium ion. 4 potassium ion, and now write here 3. Okay, yes. Now Fe4 FeCN6 whole thrice. This is there. This is whole thrice, like that. This is whole thrice. Prussian blue. You can write in this way also. KFe FeCN6, but it is better way. So now here also what is there? Coordination compound is only formed if Prussian blue color is produced. It means Fe3 positive is present. Now group number 4th, Mn2 positive is there, Ni2 positive is there, Zn2 positive is there, Cobalt2 positive is there. Okay. So group reagent is H2S in presence of NH4OH. In presence of NH4OH. So group reagent is H2S only. Now just try to understand. When Mn2 positive, nickel 2 positive, Zn2 positive. Just see, I am writing here. Mn2 positive, here Ni2 positive and Zn2 positive. They react with H2S in presence of NH4OH. So what is formed? MNS may be formed, or NIS may be formed, or ZNS, black PPT of ZNS is formed. Now detection of nickel. So detection of Ni2 positive can be done by using DMG. DMG is dimethyl glyoxime. This is the formula of dimethyl glyoxime. CH3C double bond NaOH. Then CH3C double bond NaOH. This is dimethyl glyoxime. Okay. Now just see, when dimethyl glyoxime react with Ni2 positive in presence of NH4OH, then what are the product here? The products are this one, CH3CNO. Just see, you do one thing. This OH and one H you remove. Okay. Now just see, 2 NH4OH is there. So this H will also come as a water molecules. Okay. You can write here. So what is left here? With these are the 2 molecules. So total NaOH will be 4. How many? 4. Out of 4, 2H from NaOH will come out. So here 2H2O is there. Now what is there? Only 2OH will be remained. So just see here I wrote. In this way structure will be there. CH3C, now H has gone. So N and O is there. Similarly here, this with 1 molecules, only 1 H will go. Okay. So with the second part, this NaOH will be remained. Now with the second molecules also only 1 H will go. So just see, OH is here, this O is here only. Now this is nickel dimethyl glyoxime. Their color is bright red color. So now just see, this is also coordination compound only. Now zinc is also the member. So you take the salt containing Zn2 positive ion treat with K4FeCN6. So you will get, just see, these potassium ion will be replaced by zinc ion and you will get zinc hexacyano. Just see, zinc hexacyano, here 6, zinc hexacyanoferrate second, hexacyanoferrate second. Let me check the formula. Zn2 positive 2, yes, 4, yes, correct. Zn2 positive, Zn2 FeCN6, 4 KCl, bluish white PPT you will get, and you are doing Zn2 confirmatory test of zinc in the laboratory. Bluish white PPT you are getting, and bluish white PPT you are getting because of the formation of Zn2 FeCN6. So just see, of course this year practical has not been conducted, but when practical is being conducted there and viva is being conducted, then what they are asking? They are asking which color you have got. Okay, so you will get Prussian blue color, or you will or you will tell bluish white PPT I have got. But examiner may ask why bluish white PPT. Then you should remember the name of this compound with the formula that bluish white PPT is formed because of the formation of Zn2 FeCN6. So this is the chemistry of qualitative analysis. So you should do this one. Now one step ahead you should be, then only you will solve the practical problems and you will be able to answer the viva of practical. Okay, in this way application of coordination compound is completely completed. As far as cobalt analysis is there, in the same way CO2 positive can also be analyzed. Here what is there? Instead of FeCN6, ammonium thiosulfate is used. Ammonium thiosulfate means NH4CNS, ammonium thiosulfate. So basically CNS, ammonium thiocyanate is used, and afterwards it will be converted into ammonium let me check this one. Ammonium thiocyanate. This is ammonium thiocyanate solution. Ammonium thiocyanate. Ammonium thiocyanate. Okay, over. So dear cadets, in this way your coordination chemistry is completely completed. Even though I have promised for some questions, but duration of video has already been exceeded beyond the permissible limit. Now near about 32 minutes is completed. So I am not writing the question today. In tomorrow's video I will write first only the questions. Okay, questions of coordination chemistry, and tomorrow I will start the organic chemistry. In this way your one book is completed. Okay, thank you.